Yo, what up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you guys come in and smash the like button. I'm the best in the business, and it's not even close. I tried to tell y'all we were going to be working 2024. Yada that mean, spell tech. Yeah, yada that mean. Shout out to Surah. The boy in here. Shout out to Surah. We up in here. Please get the likes up. Let's work. I just want to work. I want to do my job. I want to work. We got to talk about Shakur Stevenson and his hate. And I will call it hate because I think it's hate. I say the things in boxing you all want to say, but some of y'all are too afraid to say it. Listen, there's no love lost. This is just my opinion, people. It's hate, though. Hate, hate, hate. Shakur said, I hate the way that you walk. I hate the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. Big hate on Tank Davis. And I'm going to explain my stance and why I feel that way, bro. But we're just going to warm up the mic. What's popping? Shout out to Kamal Oz in the building. He got it cracking with the super chat. Ow. Kamal says, hey, this man, come on, bro. I didn't even warm up, and he already got me laughing. Thursday night, Shakur Stevenson is not very sharp. Y'all done got the man. Hey, Shawnee Bo gotta chill, bro. Come on, y'all not even gonna let me warm up into the space. He said, you gonna die? See, that's why y'all gotta watch my streams. We were just talking about the movie Higher Learning last night with Omar Epps. That was a classic episode. And my man Shawnee Bo said he gotta watch it. Bro, I told you it was so funny when Omar Epps was choking him. I hate you. I hate you. I will kill you. You gonna die. Oh, I love that part. Shout out to Omar Epps. Bro, he had to get it. Why did they give him an Oscar for that? You gonna die. Bro, the way he put the oomph on the die part was too much. He had to get an Oscar for that. Cause he really felt that. They didn't kill this girl in the movie. You gonna die. Yeah. So what's up with y'all? And we're back. What's popping? Of course, I got my Starbucks. So, we're going to have a good episode. We're going to have a good show. Please come in and hit the like button. Hey, YouTube is doing, I don't know what they're doing, but they hating on this. They hating on my lives. I don't know how they doing it. They trying to throttle me. You know what it is? I think we made so much money last month or whatever for this next one. And now they like, oh, hold on. We gotta slow this down. Cause I was like, we was moving, you know what I mean? With the Ryan Garcia Devin fight, we was moving, you know what I mean? So now they trying to like slow up and like throttle, pull back the notifications. Who got a notifications? See, look at Shawnee Bo. My man from the Bay Area is in here all the time, Eagles Army, and he said they're not sending out notifications. Who got a notification for this stream? Bro, they be trying to do Boxing Ego bad. And you know what the crazy thing is? Okay, Business Brain got it. Alicio got it. So some people are getting them, I guess. But they always do this to me right after when the channel was like popping. So crazy. We having fun. Chicano got it. Okay. Some people got them. That's good. Shout out my ninja. Fight Game, what's up? You usually do get notifications? Okay, a pain. Okay, some people got them. So that's good. That's good to hear. I definitely haven't got one in a week, but I check every day. See? Shout out to the 87 barber. He always in here too. And now he said he had to check on his own. Nah, I just happened to be scrolling through and I seen you was live. Well, shout out to the people who just see the boy Ego is live and they click. You know, sometimes it be like that. Listen, the bottom line is I drop content every day. My name is Ego. I've been covering boxing over 10 years. So you just have to check the page, apparently, until YouTube figures this out. So there's not going to be a time, like, I don't take no days off. I make the hard work look like easy work. So it's up to y'all. Check on the page. The content's going to be here. It just determines if y'all going to be here. But in this stream, we're just going to continue warming up the mic till some of the notifications go out. In this stream, I got to talk about Shakur Stevenson and what he said about Gervonta Davis. Crazy stuff, in my opinion. Makes no sense, in my opinion. I'll explain why. And then if we have extra time, maybe we'll talk about whatever else, or Devin Haney and Ryan situation that's still a topic. He says some people algorithm off with all the K-Dot and Drake stuff. See, but bro, I ain't Drake. Don't try to Drake my my views. He said that K-Dot, with the K-Dot, this is a boxing channel. What, like, I ain't a certified lover boy, certified weddify, wop. Ego uck 'em up. That, what's that got to do? Why they hating on my channel, bro? Like, I ain't a PDF file. Yeah. You're talking about Adrian Broner? I don't even understand what that means. Oh, look at Big Brian. I'll send you listen, we'll start like that. I see it, Kamal. I see the treachery. I see the treason. Hold on. Watch how this works. Everybody watch. We got a rat in the chat. I mean, Tank is basically a 30-year-old prospect. I get with Shakur. I'll send you a link, show your face on camera, and then you can tell me about whatever you're talking about. Do you accept? Do you accept? Hold on, we got our first hot seat already. Kamal spotted him. Kamal spotted him before me. Hey, Kamal, put him on a 45-second timer. We gonna get to the bottom of this right now. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. All them little fly-by, drive-by comments. Show your face, and I'll send you a link to your email. 45 seconds on the clock. Do you accept the hot seat? This is my first hear what a hot seat. Hey, come on, just block him. He don't want it. Now he gonna front like this is his first time watching Boxing Ego. Just block him. See, I can't get no work. Give me some better work. Every time. Now he don't know. I just told you what it was. What's a hot seat? Please, Ego, please. They waving the white flag already. Give me some better work. You are not gonna come to my chat and you just typing off emotion and we not finna check your temperature. Block him. Yeah, he out of here. Who next? He said you got to hit the link or you gonna die. Bro, that's what I'm saying. We Omar Epps right here. They not beating me in a debate. What? Listen, you can bring whoever you want. The Haniacs, the Shakur fan, whoever you want. They not beating me in the debate. Book it. There's nobody that you're not blessed with the levels of intellect. Because, see, notice, I'm from the Bay, bro, so we used to just roast each other. Like, you roast your boys and your friends and stuff. That means even less to me because, like, I get on my own boy line, you know what I mean, when it comes to the roast. And these are people I grew up with. So ain't nobody finna out-talk a talker like Boxing Ego. Yeah, them capping sessions, them roast sessions. The Shakurians. Yeah, that sound like like this is some Star Wars, Star Trek stuff. The man said the Shakurians. Well, I think we gotta use that. We gotta use that. Bro, we're not dealing with these radical fan bases. The Haniacs and the Shakurians. Bro, the Shakurians is crazy. Oh my gosh, that's funny. We got the Cinnabons, the Shakurians, and the Lomosexuals. Who else? And the Haniacs. We got to listen. They all started right here on Boxing Ego. He said all 20 Shakurians. I'm done, bro. That's funny. Bro, Ego's Army came up with all the lingo in this. They came up with all the lingo. I came up with homosexuals, and then people started trying to flip it and call aerosexual. That don't work the same. The Bud Buddy. Oh my gosh. Facts. I told you it all starts right here on Boxing Ego. Please subscribe. The Bud Buddy. Bro, we're not here with all the radical, like over the top, like stuff that you know it don't make sense. It all started in the Bay, absolutely. Feel me? We're gonna pop our collar. The Glove kids, like, yeah, we got all the lingo. We got the lingo. We definitely got the lingo over here. Make sure y'all get the likes up. We just warming up the mic. He said, nah, the classic is Golovkin ninja style. Hey, come on. Y'all bring it up. Bro, come on. That made sense when I said it. Shout out to Business Braids. He said ninja style. I keep it real. When Golovkin had Abel Sanchez, he had a Mexican trainer. They was on that. They were saying it was Mexican style. So when he left Abel over money, kind of like Errol Spence and Derek James, and he got with Jonathan Banks, he a nook. So they wasn't saying the had no nigga style. They wasn't saying the nigga style. Why was it Mexican style, but then he get with Jonathan Banks, it ain't nigga style. You see what I'm saying? Had no big dramas, guys, is nigga style guy. What? That makes sense to me. Nigga style. Bro, I keep it so real in boxing. That's why people be so mad. Oh, Ego, why? But why should I lie? I ain't got no reason to lie. Triple G, cool, but switch to that nigga style, feel me? Ego should be on the... Now they telling me to stop because Triple G got a black trainer when he was ending his career. Bro, when he was fighting Steve Rolls. Everybody get your roll on, huh? Everybody get your roll on, huh? I am a number one. Yo, baby mama in the sun. Bro, he fought Steve Rose with nigga trainer. Y'all bringing up all the classic moments on Boxing Ego streams. It all starts here. Kamal said Pacquiao singing Gangster's Paradise. Been spending most of their life living in the gangster's paradise. Or you and your homies might be laying in Chuck. I really hate the trip, but I got a low. Bro, we taking it back to the gangster's paradise. Will I live to see 24? The way things are going, I don't know. Tell me why are we so blind to see that the ones they hurt are you and me? Look at the situation they got me facing. What's up? I know all styles. I've mastered my craft on the mic. Let's get it. Had no max, guys, nigga style, guys is pot nothing. Bro, I've mastered all these styles. I'm the best on the mic. They can't fade this. The Shakurians, they ain't none of them. No one can fade. The stuff I'm saying is real, and that's why we still here. He ready for the watch party for Tank. Oh, yeah, that's going to be fire. That's going to be fire. That's a movie. Let's get the lights up, though. Let's get the lights up. Get the energy up. Get the lights up. Let's work. Yeah, it's litty. Yeah, I'll do a watch party for Fury Usyk for sure this weekend. I'll put up the video shortly. We definitely doing one. I'm picking Usyk. For all the people asking, oh, Ego, I'm picking Usyk. We rocking with Usyk. Boxing Ego rocking with Usyk for this one. Fury, nah, I'm picking Usyk, bro. I'm picking Usyk. And it's funny because the whole time I was kind of picking Fury because I was like, man, he too big. But then I started thinking about it. I'm picking Usyk, bro. I'm picking Usyk. Like, for starters, you got to look at this. Tyson Fury, when's the last time Tyson Fury fought a southpaw? Y'all don't know boxing. I know boxing. When's the last time he fought a southpaw? Y'all don't know. See, this is the stuff that y'all don't think about. Y'all just be picking and choosing, saying, oh, Ego don't know boxing. When's the last time Tyson Fury fought a southpaw? Usyk is a southpaw. When the last time he fought a southpaw? Otto Wallin. Absolutely. What happened in the Otto Wallin fight? Bro, Fury was losing the Otto Wallin fight, and Otto Wallin, in my opinion, is nowhere near Usyk's level of skill. And here's the thing, Fury was getting toe up. And I don't believe in triangle theories, but we do know styles make fights. So he had all the problems in the world against Otto Wallin, who's roughly probably around a similar size to Usyk, but Usyk is better. And he has better footwork, better timing, better experience. He's just overall better. And nobody's been able to do it thus far. But I started thinking about this fight with Fury, right? Because, I'm a deep thinker. So I usually think in a few places, the shower, a car, or before bed. And I started thinking about this fight, and I'm like, man, Fury ain't fought no southpaws since Otto Wallin, right? Southpaws typically give most orthodox fighters issues, especially elite level southpaws. Usyk is that. Last time he did fight a southpaw, Otto Wallin, and he struggled, and he had a cut. Nobody else has been able to, exploit the cut. So I started thinking deeper. I'm boxing Ego. I start thinking. I'm like, okay, Wumpty, right? And I started thinking about who Fury's been fighting. Usyk has had better preparatory fights to get to this undisputed moment. Fury ain't really fought nobody since Wilder. Think about that. Wilder 3 was a tough fight. Who did Fury fight after that? Y'all don't know boxing. Who did Tyson Fury fight after that? So we all agree that the Wilder 3 fight was a good fight and it was a tough fight. So after that point, who did he start fighting? Dillian White. Derek Chisora 3 that no one asked for. Ngannou. This is who Fury was fighting. Meanwhile, who was Usyk fighting? Anthony Joshua, Daniel Dubois. So I think Usyk has had a much tougher schedule, especially being the guy who's newish to the heavyweight division and not 6'9", right? And Usyk has just been fighting better fights that would better prepare you for a tough fight with with Fury. I think Joshua and Dubois are definitely bigger punchers than Tyson Fury. So then it leads me to the weight conversation. Yeah, Fury's bigger. But I told you guys, I've been next to Fury. He's not 6'9". I've been next to basketball players in the NBA that were 7-footers. I've stood next to Shaq. Tyson Fury's not 6'9". I don't care what, no, you got to prove that to me. He's tall for sure, but he's not 6'9" tall. And y'all know Boxing Ego, I'm pretty good with the eye test. He's not 6'9". When I seen him next to Usyk on the stage today, Usyk, I don't know how tall he is, 6'2.5", 6'3". They didn't look that far apart. He's not 6'9", cuz. Y'all don't know boxing, bro. It's like the wrestlers. When they be like, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson standing at 6'6". Rock is not 6'6", because I seen him next to someone who's 6'6", Anthony Joshua, and he low-key looked kind of small. It was Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Kevin Hart, and Joshua, and Joshua looked massive next to The Rock even. So y'all don't know boxing. He's not 6'9", dog. There's no way. Because I was stood next to him, and I'm not 6'9". I'm telling you, I stood next to Fury like he would walk by right by me when we were at the Wilder fight. And I had no high heels on or nothing, no crazy boost shoes. He not like, dog. I've been next to Wilder. The only one I haven't really been is like Joshua. I never met Joshua. Andre Noble, he says $2 for keeping it real. Shout out to my boy Andre Noble. Absolutely. He's tall. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he's not tall, but he's not 6. Because first of all, when they weigh you and like when you go to the doctor, if you're doing it real, they make you take your shoes off. Because the shoes that's not your height. Because you ain't always gonna have them Steve Maddens on. You ain't always gonna have them Nikes on. So that's not your height. Your height is your height without shoes. Trust me, book it. What's good, Ego? You ever met Tank? Of course. All the fighters know me. He says, boxing Ego ever met Tank? Yeah, I covered Tank fights in his own city. I was in Baltimore. Bro, I told you, Ego's the man in the boxing. Look. This is she's on True Detective with Jodie Foster. With Jodie Foster. Y'all seen that? That True Detective with Jodie Foster? Shout out to Reese. Kylie Reese. Bro, all the fighters. I'm with everybody, bro. Y'all look. They asking, does boxing Ego know Tank? Come on, bro. Shout out to the boy from Baltimore. Bro, me and Tank brought light skins back. Y'all was sleeping on light skins. Bro, I know every fighter. I'm boxing. I'm boxing. I'm the man in boxing. Y'all got to just realize that. And the funny thing is, the crazy thing is, I don't even really always be taking pictures with the fighters because I think that's kind of corny. Like, not taking pictures is corny, but I think it's kind of corny when you like groupied out to take pictures with the fighters. Do you see what I'm saying? Like when you like thirsty. I don't know how to explain it. I don't think there's anything wrong with taking for a boxing reporter to take pictures with the fighter because I respect these guys. I don't think that's anything wrong with that. But some of these people in boxing media, they're like groupied out. That's what the problem. You see what I'm saying? Some of these people are like straight groupies, like fanboyed out, and like to a point where it's uncomfortable how they acting in front of the fighters. That's the bigger problem. You know what I mean? Like if you acting like a thought to get the fighter attention, that's weird to me. Bro. Bro, I'm everywhere. Look, me and Wilder. Me and the boy Zhang. Bro, That's a whole fight card. Ego with the whole fight. Look, ego with the whole fight card. Stop playing with me. Ego with the whole fight card. That's a whole main event. I'm with the whole main event. And I ain't even been on the road like that. Ego, you better not take a selfie stick. I'm going to take a selfie stick. I'm going to take the selfie stick now just because y'all said that. Yeah, shout out to Prince Savage, Bompton. Yeah. Yeah, wait till I make my comeback, because I retired from covering the fights live. We was making so much money just not going to the fights. For real, for real. But now I want to give the fans, I want y'all to get some of that boxing ego quality. Because what I could do is different. Y'all see, we're going to buy that new camera and I might hit the road again. I've been thinking about it because the fans be like, oh, when you going back to the fights? I've been feeling the itch. AJ's height is 6'6", reach of 82. Taco Bell? What does Taco Bell got to do with anything? Y'all just be saying anything out here. Taco Bell. This man talking about Taco Bell. He wanted him a Crunchwrap Supreme. Anyway, let's get cracking, because that's how you know it's time to get cracking on the content, when people talking about Taco Bell randomly. Yeah, you better chill up. The shooters is looking at you like ops. Okay, so first, per usual, we're going to listen to what Shakur had to say. Yeah, you had Bill in his feelings that last in-person interview. What you mean? What happened? I don't remember. What happened? Does any sensitive fighter ever try to call you out for speaking facts when you cover fights? I mean, I don't know. I mean, but listen, but this is the thing. This is the thing with that. Why do people get so mad with what Boxing Ego got to say? I'm giving you my honest opinion. There's fools that is running around talking crazy. I don't talk crazy. People think I'm talking crazy, but the stuff I say online, I'll say to you in your face. So I don't talk crazy. I don't talk like, oh, your family is this and da-da-da-da, and I'm going to kidnap your kids. I don't talk like that, because that's not who I am and how I was raised, in terms of like, I just believe you got to be the same person you're going to be. You know what I mean? Like, this is boxing. It's not, first of all, it's not that serious. I mean, people could try to make it serious if they want it, if they want to make it serious, but it's not that serious. I'm giving you my perspective on boxing as a journalist, my assessment of the fight. It's that simple. You take it or leave it. I mean, we can have an adult conversation. If you think I said something that don't make sense, I'll tell you why it makes sense, or why I believe it makes sense. Change my mind. You know, it's cool. I'm an adult. We can do it that way. But a lot of the fans, like especially fans, they don't like your opinion. They'll start talking crazy. Like, oh, you stupid motherfucker, da 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 da. Like, no, we're not doing all that, bro. Bay Area always come through Trill. Man, you already know what it is. So let me get my trusty headphones. Y'all like these headphones, right? I paid an arm and a leg for them. Y'all better like, listen, I paid an arm and a leg for these headphones. See, people like, oh, Ego's just getting super chats. He's just getting cash apps. Bro, these headphones cost an arm and a leg. So y'all respect it. We always reinvest in the brand. So per usual, what I'm going to do, I'm going to play the clip so you can hear what Shakur said, and then we can talk about it, what he said. And it was weird. Yeah, bro, we got real like studio headphones. These suckers is, never mind. You already know what it is. We got the real studio joints, the in-ears. This ain't no earbud stuff. Bro, I invest in my brand. I had top dollar. We paying top dollar. These mics and all this stuff I got, man, we reinvest in it. I'm like Nipsey Hussle. We gonna reinvest and double la. All right, so this is Shakur, what he had to say. Y'all can hear that? Could y'all hear that? Because I don't want to play the whole thing and then y'all, I couldn't hear. Did y'all hear that? If you could hear it, put Y for yes, N for no. Y'all couldn't hear none of this? Hold on. I'm trying to see why y'all couldn't hear that. Y'all really, dang, y'all hating. Y'all really couldn't hear that?
You think Tank washes you think he washes Frank Martin?
You can't hear that? What about that? What about that? I just played it again. Did you hear it with like that time? Yeah. See, I told you we putting in work. We putting in the real work. So you guys heard it the second time. Hey, block Ezekiel. Get him out of here. Bro, I'm sick of seeing this stupid name. He ain't talking about nothing. Block him. Block his ad. Get him out of my chat. I need any shooter to clip up Ezekiel. This dude a bum. Get him out of here. He ain't talking about nothing. I don't want to see his name anymore. Please eliminate him. Please get rid of him. And let me know you guys did it. Thank you. Shout out to Business Brain. Bro, we got a $10 super chat. Shout out to Solomon Ebanks. He said, the man paid $10 in super chat. Thank you. Helps the channel to say yes. Shout out to all the great fans. Okay, this is Shakur Stevenson. Somebody type roll the clip and I'll roll it. Somebody say roll the clip in the comment section and then I'll roll the clip of Shakur Stevenson and what he had to say when it came to Tank. All right, we got it. Roll the clip.
You think Tank washes you think he washes Frank Martin?
I mean, that's why he fighting him. He's picking and choosing. That's what he do. Tank take the least risk. If Tank was really a risky nigga or this person he claimed to be, he would have fought Edwin De Los Santos. Why not fight the nigga that actually fought me instead of the nigga that pulled out from fighting me?
You think
what the is he talking about? Shakur, you a good fighter. You a good little fighter. What are you talking about, sir? What is this man Shakur Stevenson talking about? Please tell me. Y'all said y'all can hear that. So tell me what he's talking about. He just said Tank don't take no risks. Tank's resume is better than yours. Who are you? Blood. Hey, yo. Hey, come on, dog. Come on. See, this is why people get mad what I say, because I'm not going to lie to y'all in front like this makes sense to me when it don't make sense. He just said Tank don't take no risk. Blood, who you fought, huh? Like, who have you fought? Like, you got Joet Gonzalez. He got smashed by Navarrete and lost all his fights. He not the one. How are you saying this? So it's like, that's like, I don't make the most money in the world, but I make more than, you know, I mean, I make some good money. That's what I'm gonna say. But I'm not finna talk crazy to Jeff Bezos, like, cause my cool level of money ain't nothing near Jeff Bezos' level of money. You see what I'm saying? So I like, what would Boxing Ego look like talking trash to Jeff Bezos, like, oh, he ain't really got no money like that. People gonna be like, what? If you saying Bezos ain't got money, Elon Musk ain't got money, like, look at you. You got less money than them. You see, you're never gonna make that make sense to me. The man said, who is Tank fought? How come Tank's not taking risks? His resume is better. So what are we talking about? Make that somebody, one of the Shakurians, make that comment make sense. If it's not hate and you really is cooking, make it make sense how you're talking about someone's resume and your resume doesn't compare to their resume. Make it make sense how you're talking about their resume. Like, it don't matter what type of whip you guys drive. If somebody's walking on the side of the road, they can't talk trash like, oh man, you only got a V6 engine. Okay, you only got sneakers. You see what I'm saying? Like, so there's no way, like, cause I've had that. Like, while I've just been driving in the summer or something, and I look and somebody's walking, they mugging me. I'm like, how you mug me and you walking and you looking at me all crazy? But you literally is walking. Probably because you don't have a whip. You see what I'm saying? Like, that logic is never gonna make sense to me. If you have less than someone and then you're criticizing them for what they have, which is more than what you have, it doesn't make sense. He's talking about this man's resume and it's better. No matter what you say is better than Shakur's resume. Thursday night, Shakur, shout out to Kamal. He has fought handicap opponents. He ran from the Namibian cap. Herring didn't succeed at PBC. Valdez is mediocre. He chose top rank over PBC over a poster size. Not smart at all. See? Now Kamal cooking you. Bro, this doesn't make sense what you're saying. I'm on foot now. Listen, there's nothing wrong with walking and being on foot, but you can't talk crazy because somebody got a lower class model of Tesla and like, look, they couldn't even afford the Tesla Y. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense for you to talk about, man, look, they couldn't get the more expensive Benz. You can't get a car either. Like, what are we talking about? So this man B-Dog tripping. I ain't watching that dude on Thursday ever again. I was tired all Friday. See, now y'all done made Ego's Army mad. This man said he's never watching him on a Thursday again. He made him tired all Friday. I'm done. So that's the first thing that makes no sense.
You think Tank washes you think he washes Frank Martin?
I mean, that's why he fighting him.
Bro, this kid from Newark has very little self-awareness. Very little. He could be a master in the ring, but your team is not doing you any favors by letting you have interviews come out like this. I'm just being real, bro. Shakur, probably a good dude and all that. That's cool. But this don't look right. This don't look right. The host says you think Tank washes Frank Martin. Your immediate response is hate. And you say, that's why he fighting him. He don't want to take risks. You were about to fight him. What are we talking about? Blood. Shakur, they reported that he was fighting Frank Martin, and at the 11th hour, the fight fell apart. How are you now talking bad about Frank Martin when you had the Frank Martin fight, so we thought, and now, so it's not like, I would understand if you were supposed to fight Frank Martin and then he went on to lose or something. Nothing has changed in Frank Martin's career. He's still undefeated, and you're now trying to act like Frank Martin is not elite. You're now trying to act like Frank Martin is a poor choice for Tank, but you were scheduled to fight him, and you didn't say all this stuff. Man, this look bad, bro.
You think Tank washes? You think he washes Frank Martin?
I mean, that's why he fighting him. He's picking and choosing. That's what he do. Tank take the least risk. If Tank was really a risky nigga or this person he claimed to be, he would have fought Edwin De Los Santos.
He can't be serious. He can't be serious. And I don't think Shakur drink, but he sound drunk. You see what I'm saying? He sounds drunk. Because you know this don't make sense. I don't think he drinks. So I don't even know how that's even possible to not drink and be drunk. But he sounds drunk. Like, it sounds like you off that E&J. And he thinks he's cooking. That's what I'm saying. Self-awareness. He said if Tank really is who he says he is, then he would have fought Edwin De Los Santos. The guy he just beat, who's off of a loss. What the type of sense does that make, bro? Oh, he do drink? Oh, well, he might have drunk before this. I didn't know he drank. Well, he sounded like he had, a nightcap, like Shannon Sharp out this month. He had a nightcap before this interview because this is major cap, and he sound drunk like he had a nightcap. That makes no sense. Why would Tank fight Edwin De Los Santos directly after you beat him? He's done nothing since then. He hasn't had a fight, and what does that do? So Edwin De Los Santos has 2 losses in back-to-back years, 2022, 2023. He hasn't fought since his last fight, which was you, Shakur Stevenson, which was a loss. Why would Tank fight him off of a loss instead of fighting Frank Martin? Kamal Oz says he ran all night from Nakathila and a Namibian cap. Nah, I'm not going to say he ran from Valdez. Nah, that's a reach. See, I keep it real. That's a reach. He didn't run from no Valdez. That's not accurate. But what Kamal said was accurate. The African fight was boring. I didn't have a problem with the Valdez fight, but the Edwin fight was terrible. And see, here's the other thing. Outside of Edwin De Los Santos being a fighter off of a loss, his last fight with you was terrible. Terrible. It was horrible to watch. And I don't say that for a lot of fights because I understand the sweet science. I have no problem with boxers and movers. I like brawlers. I like a mixed bag. You know what I mean? So I'm not big. I don't be calling fighters runners and all that type of stuff. But if the shoe fits, it is what it is. But I don't overly call fight. Like, I didn't call Lada a runner for the Canelo fight, stuff like that. I don't call Cuban fighters and black fighters runners when they're not really moving like that. They just strategically using lateral movement. Shakur's fight was horrific to watch. Like, put it this way. I'll probably never revisit that Shakur fight. Like, never. That would never be, like, out of all the good fights I could think of in recent memory, I would never go back to that fight. I would never go back to that fight. Because although I do appreciate skillful boxers, I want to see, like, Mayweather Guerrero, that's a fight I go back to. Because the way Floyd handled the southpaw in Guerrero, and he was just surgical, and he was off a long layoff in the Cotto fight, I learned from that. Because I'm like, man, Floyd's just masterful. Or Floyd versus Canelo, or Floyd Cotto, any of those fights, I'll go to those. Because it's like, that has a high level of replay value. To be honest, Shakur Stevenson's fights don't really have a high replay value. That's just being real. That's real constructive criticism. Most of his fights don't have high replay value. Like, for me, I would even watch, like, I know people hated on it. Hold on. I got to take these headphones off. I know people were hating on it, but I liked the Canelo Munguia fight. Like, of course, I want to see Canelo fight Benavidez, but that was a pretty good fight recently. That was a pretty good fight. And when I watch, like, even Canelo, I see little things he's doing and little feints and movements and stuff, right? I see these little things and I'm like, all right, Canelo was getting off in that section. I don't know what's up with Canelo's stamina. I don't really understand that. But even a fight like that, that's, to me, Canelo Munguia has some replay value where I could go back and, like, study it, if you will. Kamal Oz got something to say. Shakur said he wouldn't lose to a 5-0 Nakathila. And listen, hey, now y'all done did it. Now y'all got me started. And see, when I say these things, it hurt people's feelings and people get mad. But what I'm saying, you can't prove wrong. I promise you that. I promise you that. On Dead Homies, you can't prove me wrong. This is a statement that I know the haters, they're going to look at it like, oh, you know what the funny thing is? We live in a time in 2024 where the haters will say you're hating. You see what I'm saying? Haters will call you a hater. You're a real life hater, but then you'll call BOXINEGO a hater for cooking. That's the time we live in. I'm good with that. But I know they can't prove me wrong. I guarantee you no man in this room will prove me wrong. Or any man, any woman, any child, dog, cat, it don't matter. You cannot prove me wrong. Truth is truth. So I'm firm in that. If y'all want me to drop the science and bang the gavel, Judge Ego is here. Say when. Say when. I'm gonna say something, and at first, when you hear it, because you guys, a lot of y'all are emotional, you're gonna hear it like, oh, BOXINEGO, I disagree. But then if you listen to what I'm saying and you know what you're looking at in boxing, you'll know everything I say is true. The reality is, out of that 4 horsemen, I don't remember all of the people, but it was like Tank, Shakur, Devin, and maybe someone else. So pretty much, here's the statement. It's going to sound crazy. A lot of you guys may cry. Shakur and Devin, their resumes have aged the worst. Far worse than Tank's resume. Did you hear me? See, they say I talk a little fast, so you listen real fast. I ain't got to slow down for you to catch up, bitch. Out of that 4 horsemen, Devin and Shakur's resume have aged the worst, meaning the people they fought and what those people did thereafter has aged much worse than Tank's resume. Book it. Book it. Block Caleb K. Book it. Okay, including T.O. then. If T.O. was the last 4 horsemen, so Tank and T.O.'s resume have aged better than Devin and Shakur's resume. Book it. Meaning the people they beat have went on to still be relevant, win some fight, blah, blah, blah. Become champions, stuff like that. Book it. And I know some people are going to hate, oh, you're hating. No, Devin. Oh, no, Shakur. Look at it. Look at their resume. And don't make me pull it up on camera, because then that's a whole nother issue. Bro, I'm telling you, book it. So let's talk. This is just off the top of the dome, and don't make me pull it up, because I really don't want to have to waste my time, because I know. No, I don't want to pull it up. I'll pull it up out of my brain right now. Shakur fought Nakathila, right? Nakathila then went on to get obliterated by what's his name? Murataya. Robert Garcia's dude. Nakathila got obliterated by Murataya. Then he fought, after that, he fought Mercado and got knocked out and washed. That's Shakur. So he's the one talking about other people's resume. He's the one talking about other people's resume. And then after the Shakur Stevenson beat Nakathila, he went on to have a very mid-career, and he ended up losing to Murataya and Mercado by knockout, right? So that didn't age win didn't age well, right? Shakur beat Oscar Valdez, who gets destroyed by Navarrete. And Navarrete destroyed Valdez worse than Shakur because his face was all lumped up. Then same thing with Joet Gonzalez. Shakur beats Joet Gonzalez for the WBC title. I was at that fight. And then Joet Gonzalez fights against Navarrete, and the same thing happened. Navarrete punished him, and his face looked all crazy. So Murataya, Mercado, they beat Nakathila, beat him down, and Shakur is going the distance. And then after the fight, Shakur said, this guy's punching power was scary. But Murataya's style and Nesto Mercado, their style, they had easy work. They had easy work with Nakathila. They weren't worried about his power. So you see what I'm saying? Like, Shakur, to be a silver medalist and Olympian, you don't have to have the most power to get stoppages. You know what I mean? You have to have like the right style, knowing the press, different things like that. So Shakur's wins haven't really aged well at all. Edwin De Los Santos, question mark, because he hasn't even come back yet, so we don't know what's next for him. And even that win wasn't even an impressive win. Like, people said you ran and stuff like that. How dare you talk about Tank resume and say he don't take risk? Bro, Shakur's self-awareness is probably top 3 in boxing. Is like, in terms of being low. You're talking about Tank won't take risks and fight people. He's fighting a guy who's brolic, undefeated, southpaw, knows him from sparring, bigger than him, is an excellent boxer with explosive power and athleticism and a great coach. Meanwhile, you just said that he don't take risks, but then you didn't take no risk with Edwin De Los Santos. Man, come on, bro. Give me some better work, dog. Everything I'm saying is cook up. How are you going to talk about the next man won't take risk, and then you moved to a point of it was a disruption to the fight, and you didn't have a good fight because of it, and you talking about so-and-so won't take risks? Man, come on, bro. Make that make sense. How can somebody who took zero risk with Edwin De Los Santos talk about the next person won't take risks? Like Tank ain't take risks with Leo Santa Cruz and started trading with him. Leo was looking sharp in that fight. And is bigger than Tank, for real, for real. And Pitbull Cruz, he had one hand. So when Tank fights a ninja with one hand, it's the Pitbull Cruz fight, and he looked excellent. When you fight someone with one hand, you just ran. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got one hand, you ran. So it's like, this ain't the same, bro. It look bad. Pedraza was a risk at the time. Pedraza was a champion who was bigger. And Tank hadn't fought no one like him. So that's what I'm saying. You can't, like, my thing is this. People can state their opinion, but it's quick to disapprove. It's quick for me to disprove somebody's opinion, and it shouldn't be this easy to chop down your opinion with facts if you had a meaningful opinion. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you're really cooking with grease, it's not going to be that easy to extinguish the fire. You're hating, sir. You're hating on Gervonta Davis. And then Shakur plays this almost like victim card where he's like acting like the world's against him. The world's not against you, bro. You're a good fighter. But you make people go against you when you say insane things like this. See, listen, I'm at this point, I'm an OG to these younger fighters. Like, I'm an OG in the game of boxing. They don't have to listen to me. I'm not their daddy. But if you did listen to me, these young fighters who are right now in a bad light, their career would be in a different spot because I know what I'm saying, and I've been on this planet longer than them. You see what I'm saying? And this don't look right. This don't look right that you talking about Tank won't take risk, but he fight a 6-foot Mario Barrios at 140. But then when Ryan Garcia was calling Shakur out, see, this ain't what you want. Like, we could keep it all boxing. This ain't what you want when it comes to facts. Tank fought Barrios, who's like 6 feet almost, at 140 pounds and stopped him. You say Ryan Garcia's trash, has been trash since the amateurs, and then when Ryan called you out at 140, you said come down to 135 and fight for this title that I won from running versus Edwin De Los Santos. So why not go handle Ryan Garcia at 140 if he's so trash? If you're going to say Tank won't take a risk, he fought a bigger guy who is now a welterweight and a big guy and continues to win outside the Keith Thurman fight. But Keith Thurman's a legend, and he didn't get knocked out by Keith. So Tank is knocking out Barrios, but Keith Thurman can't, Maidana's brother can't, and Ugas can't. And neither did the dude that Broner fought. You see what I'm saying? None of these guys could knock out Barrios at welterweight. None of them. But Tank did at 140. So you're saying he hasn't taken a risk. Fight Ryan Garcia in the 140s. You're saying he's so trash. See, so who's really taking a risk? Fight. If Ryan is trash, why did you tell him to come down to 135? He can't make that anymore. You know that. That's like asking Devin Haney to come back to 135. At this point, it's not happening. So anybody who knows boxing knows everything I'm saying is true, and these statements look worse and worse when you say stuff like that. That's why I hate on people who just get you in trouble, because people start analyzing what you're saying. Like, hey, hold on. That don't even make sense. That little ninja 2 across, he walking around like Tizo. You see what I'm saying? The man is talking about other people are risk adverse and they have an aversion to risk, but then you the one that took the least amount of risk with your fighting style and then blamed it on your hand and said you was sick or whatever. This is all fact. So that's why this stuff doesn't age well for Shakur to say this stuff. And then this man telling the world of boxing that Tank should be fighting his leftovers coming off of a loss in Edwin De Los Santos. Let's listen again. Hey, I'm telling y'all straight up, we need to, y'all playing with me or YouTube is playing with me. We got to get the likes up. I don't know what's going on. If y'all want me to cook, I'm not here for it. I'm not here for it. If y'all want the stream to crack, y'all got to make it crack. Shout out to Kamal Oz on the love. Bro, listen, I got to treat the audience like kids at times. At first, I'm going to tell you about it. Then I'm going to just stop telling y'all and you're going to just see what happens next. And it's just going to be less live streams. I'm telling you, I'm not finna blow out my voice doing all these long streams if we can't make the stream crack. I don't care what YouTube is doing. YouTube is hating. They're not sending notifications to stream. Whatever. I can't be worried about that. I got to be worried about what we doing here. So I'm not here for the freeloaders. This game ain't free. Straight like that. So if people they're not hitting the like button, I'm just these streams are going to get fewer and fewer, shorter and shorter. Book it. And again, I'm telling you, and then it's going to get to a point where I stop telling y'all, if y'all don't want to stream, y'all don't want to stream. That's how we doing it. Because YouTube is hating. It's like I got to go against the YouTube algorithm and they hating for no reason or whatever, not sending notifications. And then I got to go against the fans who's enjoying the content. No, I'm not doing all that. So let's listen again.
You think Tank washes? You think he washes Frank Martin?
I mean, that's why he fighting him. He's picking and choosing. That's what he do. Tank take the least risk. If Tank was really a risky nigga or this person he claimed to be, he would have fought Edwin Dos Santos. Why not fight the nigga that actually fought me instead of the nigga that pulled out from fighting me?
That is a horrific point that he's trying to make. He's asking, why is Tank fighting Frank Martin, the undefeated southpaw, as opposed to the southpaw that he just fought and beat, that's coming off a loss, that lost the year before to an unknown guy with less fights? Tell me how that makes any sense. He's advocating for Tank to fight the guy coming off of a loss who is, he's a good fighter, but he's coming off a loss, and he lost the year before. So he lost in 2022, and he lost to Shakur at the end of 2023. Hasn't come back, and Shakur's saying that's who Tank should be fighting. Not the undefeated fighter. And see, here's another reason I know Shakur is definitely hating, whether he knows it or not, is Shakur sitting in this interview with his hood up, trying to look cool, and you talking about the fight, complaining about Tank's fight, but everybody else in the boxing game is saying it's a good fight. And I believe Shakur, when the fight was announced, he was like, it's a good fight. Don't take my word for it. The day they did the press conference, he was like Tank bullying him. Bro, the Shakur can't work himself out of these comments not making any sense. Period. So why are you watching the press conference and talking about Tank is bullying him if it's a bad fight? You're hating. There's no other plausible reason why you're saying these things. The other thing is Shakur has what I like to call a Swiss cheese argument. There's so many holes in it. It's so many holes. This is a Swiss cheese argument. He getting Swiss cheesed up. You have so many holes in your argument. You were about to fight Frank Martin, and now you're saying he suck and he's not elite. Why were you going to fight him? 2, you're fighting Frank Martin's leftovers for your final fight with Top Rank. So how are you going to badmouth Frank Martin, who just beat Artem Harutyunyan, and he almost stopped him when Derek James told him to put his foot on the gas? You're trying to somehow denigrate Frank Martin and make him look buns, like he's a bad fighter, but you're fighting the guy who he just beat. This looks pathetic, period. This truly looks pathetic. It looks pathetic. Like, there's no other way to say it. You're fighting Frank Martin's leftovers in your very next fight, talking about how bad the winner of the fight is and how elite he is not. Then the other angle that I just said is you were going to fight Frank Martin, and now you're mad because Tank got it, and he's on a whole pay-per-view with a crazy card. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's no way you can make this look good. I don't care what none of y'all talking about. It's over. There's zero way you can flip this to a positive and spin it in some kind of, oh, what he meant, what? No. There's zero way you can do that. That's like me saying Kamal don't pull no chicks, and then he break up with his chick, and then I start dating her, and then I'm like, I got the baddest girl in the game, and Kamal don't got no girls. But that's Kamal's leftovers. You see what I'm saying? Bro, The reason I like to give you all analogies is because when you put it in these different analogies and situations, you're talking about somebody's girl and somebody don't pull females, and then you start dating their ex, and then you're bragging that you're dating their ex while saying they don't pull no girls, but you're with their leftovers. It makes no sense. You keep telling the world how Frank Martin's not good, but you're trying to fight Frank Martin's well, not trying, you are fighting Frank Martin's leftovers. So there's no way you can make this stuff make sense. Then it's just too many layers to it. Shakur is good for cure for insomnia. Then the other angle, the other issue is you're talking about when's the last time Shakur knocked someone out? And I'm talking about, like, don't tell me no mercy stoppage like that Yoshino. No, I don't care about no Yoshino. I'll talk about he knocked somebody out good. Like that, like you've seen them and they were to a point where you're like, all right, that's a great stoppage. There's no way they were going 12 rounds with him. No, honestly. Name the last Shakur Stevenson fight where he had somebody, not like he got the stoppage because the referee jumped in and gave him a mercy stoppage, but he stopped them and you were like, man, that needed to be stopped because it was just only getting worse. Yeah, like Loma did Cambosis or something where it's like, we've seen the beatdown long enough and now he keep getting dropped. It got to be over. I have never seen him KO anyone. Look, hold on. Okay, so Jamel Herring. Okay, thank you. Somebody said Jamel Herring. So we're going to find out. So you guys are really racking your brain trying to figure this out. Jamel Herring fight was 2021. And someone said he didn't even drop Herring. Okay, so he got a KO in 2020, the year of the pandemic, against a 13-1-2 Felix Caraballo. So that's probably his last KO. 2020. And you're talking about Tank don't take risks. Okay. You talking, bro, it just doesn't look right. You talking about Tank won't take risks, but then you're outskilling guys, but you haven't fully figured out how to finish them when you have the upper hand and you're winning every round. You don't have that like clutch gene to just save everybody and eliminate. And see, the same kind of for Devin Haney. Good fighter, good skill fighter, but you don't have that clutch gene to like finish the job. You see what I'm saying? Like Regis was losing. He got dropped, he got hurt, but Devin didn't really have that to take it off, like to close the deal. You know what I mean? Same thing with Shakur. More often than not, your fights aren't like see, the thing that's worse for like a Shakur is like he's using the social media and he's using it as a Dear Diary type of deal. So the talk is the performance, unfortunately, could be good, but it's not matching the talk. Does that make sense? The performances aren't matching the level of like pre-talk and banter. Like he's like, I'll cook Edwin De Los Santos. Oh, I can't wait till this week. I'm gonna knock you out on Saturday, and then it never happens. You see what I'm saying? And then it never happens with the stuff you said. Tank don't be doing all that, and then he just get the knockout because of his style. So, Yeah, I think what I'm saying definitely holds valid. This doesn't look good. You're talking about you're talking bad about the. It doesn't make sense. Like these fighters are crazy. They should have just like Shakur. He better off just saying I'll beat Tank, because then at least that's subjective. If you just say, hey, I'll whoop Tank and I don't think he can mess with me because I'm a run all night or whatever, then at least you have an argument there. But then when you start saying why Tank ain't fighting Edwin De Los Santos, and you start saying Tank ain't taking risks, now you're just looking crazy. So that's my 2 cents on it. Is it would be much better if you just focused on like, I'll beat Tank. Tank can't see me. I'm too big for him. He won't be able to connect on me with his little arm, like stuff like that. I wouldn't even trip off that, because you're supposed to be at the top level. You're supposed to feel like nobody can uck with you. But when you start saying all these other talking points, just look in the comment section. Kamal Oz sent me the comments. They was all negative, bro. So, and then, like I said, from what I've seen from Shakur Stevenson, then he's saying this stuff is not really making sense. And then people are like kind of roasting you about it. And then you're acting like, oh, everyone, F everyone, it's me against the world. It's not you against the world. You're just saying stuff that don't make sense. You see what I'm saying? Like, I hate that. I hate that when people almost like try to act like victims and they're not a victim in the situation. Does that make sense? I really don't like that. Like, if somebody's at their job and they're like, oh man, the man want to suppress me and, you know, the job's out to get me. And then you look at the details and it's like, no, they're not out to get you. You're just not a good worker. You're the one that's showing up to work late. Customers are complaining about you. You're trying to flip it for sympathy, but you're creating the issues. Your job, from a company perspective, they have a real life reason to be angry with your work. But then some people try to flip it because they got big egos and there's no accountability. So there's no accountability. So what they're doing is like, it's everyone else's fault. I think Shakur, if he wasn't saying all this radical stuff that didn't make sense, then no one would really be on his line like that, like in the comments. I thought Shakira Twitterson said that he was done with social media. Oh, that's a good point. Because the world doesn't know all about boxing and he dominated Edwin De Los Santos, LOL. That's a good point. Shout out to Kamal Oz. That's an amazing point. See, remember what I said. This new generation is washed. I'm telling you, this new generation is washed because men don't do masculine things to me. Like they'll say something and it won't be congruent with the words that they said. Kamal just gave a great example. Shakur says, I'm done arguing with y'all, but then he'll keep arguing with y'all online. He'll say like, I'm off this social media. I'm going to do other things. Then he won't stick to that. Shakur will say, man, F y'all, boxing don't respect me. They trying to blackball me. I'm retired. Then he was like, I'm coming back. I'm not retired. The more a man does this, I'm not these dudes' daddies. I'm just telling you what I can vouch for being a man. The more you do this as a man, the more credibility you will lose. If you say things and do not complete the things you're going to say, you do not execute on what you said you were going to do, you're not congruent with what you said, people are going to look at you and they're going to be like, wow, this new generation has that bad, where it's like, they'll say that it's like, does your opinion even mean anything? Because they flip-flop. Ryan Garcia will say, he said, I'll fight Devin Haney in the rematch. Then he says, I'm not going to fight him in the rematch. I beat his butt. You know what I mean? No diddy. Then he'll be like, all right, I'll fight him. It's like this new generation is too all over the place. They don't even stick with nothing. They can't stick with nothing for longer than a couple weeks, maybe even a couple hours. Shakur, you say you're going to retire, then you say I'm not retired. What you lose faith in the public when you do this. Why are you telling people you're going to retire? That means you're emotional. From where I'm from, that means you're emotional because you can't curb your emotions in the here and now. You know you're only 26. You have no plans of actually retiring, which is what I said, but you feign this retirement, and then people are like, I seen it in the comments. They were like, good, retire. I don't care, retire. And then now he's saying, I'm coming back. And then now you come back, and then you're saying like stuff that's irresponsible about Tank don't take risk and Frank Martin's not a good fighter. You were trying to fight Frank Martin. So you're trying to fight a guy who's not a good fighter. You're fighting his leftovers. So you're trying to fight the leftovers. You're saying Tank is wrong for fighting the guy that beat the guy that you're about to fight. Ryan said, I don't take supplements. Also, Ryan, I barely take supplements. Also, Ryan, I'm a hire someone to overlook my supplements. I mean, all this stuff is just all over the place with this new generation. I mean, as far as Ryan, he say a lot of stuff. He said he be on Logan Paul's show, and then he say he hate Logan Paul. He said he want to fight Jake Paul, and then he did a stream with Jake Paul. He said he want to punch Eddie Hearn when he see him, and then he in Saudi Arabia taking pictures with Eddie Hearn. This generation is washed, bro. I'm just telling you what it is. He said he gonna punch Eddie Hearn, and then he all smiles with Eddie Hearn. And I'm not saying he should punch him. You shouldn't go to disrespect another country and, doing violence in a place like the Kingdom. But what I'm saying is, like, people don't even do what they say they're gonna do. And I think that's a big problem with the guys under 30. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. I got some other content to work out.